A secret room has been found at Mount Rushmore that is said to be for future civilizations. What's up, my little bacon bits, and welcome to InformOverload. I'm your information overlord, Johnny Rogers, and if you're new to the channel, we find the most interesting news stories on the internet, and then we make them more entertaining, all for you. But for real, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we post new content all the time. Plus, don't forget to stick around to the end of this video where I answer some of your comments from previous videos. I love that headline. Maybe it's just a cave for us to restart humanity when the earth goes into apocalypse now mode. Every year, close to 3 million people visit South Dakota's Black Hills to catch a glimpse of Mount Rushmore and all of its glory. The 4 American presidents carved into the mountain are a staggering 6 stories tall, and as great as the artist's original vision, there's much more to it than meets the eye. No Transformers robots in disguise comments in the chat, please. The artist who crafted these grandiose landmarks also secretly worked on a hidden room within the mountain. Its purpose was to inform future civilizations of why the sculptures were there. I mean, makes sense. Could you imagine just seeing that for the first time and having zero context as to why they're there? The artist who worked on the massive heads in the mountain was larger than life himself. Gutzon Borglum had already established himself with quite the reputation by the time that he was approached by South Dakota's state historian to carve the mountain in the Black Hills. Rumor has it that when he was in a heated argument about the proper gender of the angels that he had carved for the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City, he smashed all of the statues in sheer frustration. He was a very proud man who wouldn't let anyone stop his legacy. The Mount Rushmore project would become a 14-year, $1 million task, but his concerns were not about money or the difficulty in crafting these 4 60-foot faces. He was concerned with how he and the rest of civilization would be remembered once they passed on. When asked about why he wanted the secret room, he said, "You might as well drop a letter into the world's postal service without an address or signature, as to send that carved mountain into history without identification. Each succeeding civilization forgets its predecessor. Civilizations are ghouls." The construction of Mount Rushmore commenced in 1927, and Borglum began his Hall of Records in 1938. The room can be found behind the hairline of Abraham Lincoln, and in his vision he wanted to see a chamber that housed all of the information regarding the mountain and the country. He dreamt that the Hall of Records would be the place for such important historical artifacts such as the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That way, when future civilizations would make the long journey up the 800-foot rock staircase, they would gaze through an 18-foot tall doorway at a gold-plated eagle stretching 38 feet wide and find their answers. Although the US government didn't see the same thing, and they demanded that Borglum just work on finishing the faces. Just 3 short years after starting this project, he passed away a few days before what would have been his 74th birthday. Can we get some F's in the chat to pay respect to this man? It's what he would have wanted. Come on, guys. Throw me an F in the comments. Unfortunately, he never even finished the faces or the room. His son would then take on the project to finish the final touches for the monument over the course of the next 7 months. The government declared the project was complete, but the Hall of Records was still incomplete. The family begged the government to finish the room in memory of their father, and in 1998 they kinda got their wish. The United States government installed several porcelain tablets which detailed the history of the project and a few words from Borglum himself. It reads, "Let us place there, carved high, as close to heaven as we can, the words of our leaders, their faces, to show posterity what manner of men they were. Then breathe a prayer that these records will endure until the wind and rain alone shall wear them away." Just beautiful stuff. The beginning of the Hall of Records is still there, and there are several photographs online, but unfortunately to this date it's still closed to the public. I want to hear your thoughts on this story though, so comment down below if you think the government should finish the Hall of Records in honor of him and open it up to the public. Now let's check out some of your featured comments from the video titled "You Won't Believe How This Happened." Sharp2257 says, "They need to fire this guy." You know what? I agree. I think that's how it works, right? Comments say that I should be fired, I agree, and then it happens. Well, let's see. Laura Guerrero says, "Jester to Overlord, moving up in the world, huh, Johnny? I'm liking my new Overlord status. Who wants some Overlord merch, huh? Follow me on Instagram, my minions." Mason says, "Johnny has a tattoo? He's not as soft as I thought. I actually have 3 tattoos, but still a soft boy." George says, "I don't know why, but Johnny Rogers sounds like a porn star name. Don't tell my mother. Johnny James says, wow, I just googled Family Day and wow, Canada, what a great idea. It sounds better than Mother's, Father's, or Valentine's Day combined. Here's a quick question for you, Johnny. Is Valentine's Day just for women or should gifts go both ways? I recently had a debate with my wife about this. She thinks that the woman only requires to receive gifts, etc. When I told her that it would be nice if one year she reciprocated the Valentine's gesture, she thought I was being silly, but I really feel sad now on Valentine's Day when nobody shows me love. I'm showing you love, man, right now. And yeah, Family Day is amazing. As to the Valentine's Day thing, I've always held the belief that it's not about the giving of gifts, it's more about spending time with your loved ones, doing something together that you both enjoy. And thank you for watching Inform Overload. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want any more videos like this one, just click that playlist on your screen. And if you find any news stories that you want us to cover, look for my Instagram at @TheJohnnyRogers or find the link down below. Then send me a DM, and if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. Plus, if you have any ideas for my personal channel, look it up and leave me a comment. From Inform Overload, I'm Johnny Rogers, and until next time, take care.